Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to this week's Hot Stocks Outlook for January 12th, 2018. Hope you're all having an excellent week out there in the financial market. Stocks doing extremely well, and we really have just a ton of great trading opportunities to take a look at. We're going to start here with Caterpillar shares, but we're also going to look at a lot of these metal and mining companies that have just been in an absolute tear, really looking at that over the past couple of months as far as the oil service sector and things like that. But let's go ahead. We'll start here with Caterpillar and then look at a couple of these opportunities we looked at almost a month ago now. Caterpillar, though, we've got all the daily bars and candles here. And against those daily bars and candles, you see a few indicators that really round out the entirety of a predictive forecast generated via VantagePoint. Now, what this black line is, though, is a simple moving average. And simple moving average, very common technical indicator. And how we're utilizing this is simply as a summary of where prices have already been. So a very lagging indicator. But what we're able to compare that with is the blue line here. This is what's called a predicted moving average. And this value is generated via the artificial intelligence of VantagePoint. It's doing what's called intermarket analysis, looking at over 25 other markets that affect, influence, and drive prices. So when we compare these two values, we have a prediction of where prices are expected to move moving forward. So a predictive average, and it lets us know the trend direction. So as we scan through really hundreds of opportunities and are able to look at where are stocks starting to trend, we can see all the way back here on November 21st, we get a crossover that says Caterpillar is going to start going up. Therefore, as a trader, really whatever your strategy is, you want to be bullish. You want to be buying the market, even if you're short term, longer term, you trade options, but the direction is up. We want to be bullish these shares. Now, in addition to that predicted moving average, you're also provided another indicator generated via that artificial intelligence, which doing, again, what's called intermarket analysis to forecast prices moving forward. Now, the predicted neural index is an extremely accurate short-term indicator, but it's only looking ahead 2 trading days. And this is what allows us as traders to understand when there's going to be short-term strength or weakness in a market, when we should look to be buying on dips, when we should expect the market to have a lot of strength over the next trading week. So this is what really helps us manage positions moving forward. And last but not least, what really rounds out the entirety of this forecast is you're also provided a predicted trading range before every trading day. And we can see this right here. But what I'm able to do here is actually bring up all of the predicted highs and lows, those predicted ranges, against the actual trading day. So we can see how accurate were all of these predictions moving forward when we understand, look, the direction is up. We're going to have our short-term guidance with the neural index, and then we want to come in with those predictive highs and lows to look for levels to, in this case, purchase shares of Caterpillar. And you see just how effective this is. We hit this level perfectly, tap it again the next day, multiple entries here where the market is immediately moving higher in line with that uptrend. And you can do what you need to do as a trader. One, be very efficient and confident with the levels that you're accepting when you're getting into the market, but also be adding to your winners and cutting your losers short. And that's just a huge part to trading overall, and something all traders need to have the tools and really competency to come in and make those trading decisions in the market, really push those winners to increase that profitability. So you see here over a 20% move higher just over the past 33 trading days. Not only can you participate in that 20%, but be taking 2, 3, 4% out of this market as it moves higher and hits some short-term profit targets. So Caterpillar, great opportunity there. We see that market still in a very strong uptrend and getting some strength there from our short-term predictive indicators. Now, we talked at length over the past several weeks about a lot of these metal and mining companies, and you just see an entire sector start to rotate and do very, very well. And so while we've been looking at oil service companies, the metal and mining companies, we focused on utilities last week getting weak, so a really great hedge to actually short shares in the market. But stocks like commercial metals here, we got in this crossover again towards the end of November, and you just see how strong this trend has been, constantly forecasting that, look, this market's in an uptrend, you want to look to go long. And again, we can bring up those predicted levels, those predicted highs and lows, and you see you're buying down at these predictive levels. You see this day we move lower and hit the previous day. And that's what I really like to do, is look at this in really the framework of a couple of days, deciding, do you want to buy? Do you want to sell? Where are those predicted levels? And go in and then execute your strategy here. And one of the most important things for traders is to get in on these trends early. We see all the way back here, you could have started buying these shares at $19 a share, because once you get this gap up here that you see towards the right-hand side of the chart, over 34% move in its entirety, but a huge portion of that move just happened in 4 trading days. Literally about half the move happens in 4 trading days on gaps, and you can make sure that you're in the market and you have a position on. So you're actually making money. You wake up in the morning and your count is up substantially. So really great opportunity there. We see about 35% move in commercial metals. And again, we've seen this in a lot of metal and mining companies, oil service companies, a lot of those basic material stocks. So really great opportunities there in CMC commercial metals. And let's move forward to US Steel. And exact same methodology and approach. You really had tons of opportunities coming through at the same time, saying basic materials look to get long. You want to be buying in this sector. So really great entry at the beginning of this move. We'll go ahead and again bring up those predicted highs and lows. Great entry over the course of the past couple of months here. So about a 36% move higher, but you just see buying opportunity after buying opportunity, where you getting in on the uptrend, but also getting really great intraday prices. So you don't have to run these excessive stop losses, take on too much risk in the trade. And even have days like this where you have a limit order waiting at the predicted low, you get picked up and take profit on that predicted high within the same trading day, really an intraday trade there. But we see here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 entries into this market just over the past 31 trading days. So almost half the days there, you're getting picked up and making even more money as you add to that position. Now, what I want to do here, though, is, we can look back and see a lot of these companies that we've talked about over the past several weeks as far as the overall sector is doing very well. But we did highlight a couple of these trading opportunities back around mid-December here. So all the way back really around right here. And so we have Nucor here and also Alcoa. But if we start here with Nucor, we can see that, okay, well, we understood it's time to get into this trade. We have this crossover to the upside. Direction is up. We want to be buying the shares. But, as a trade moves forward, you need to be able to manage it. And you need to adjust your position and really adapt to changing market conditions. And that's what VantagePoint's going to help you do, where not only are you getting in at these really exceptional levels as this market moves forward, but even as, over the past couple of weeks where you may want to manage those trades, you see buying at these predicted levels and keeping you in the position of the uptrend. And that's really what you want to be doing is, again, I'm going to stress this in this video, is adding to your winners and understanding when you can take a lot of the profits from that past couple of months and use them to trade and really push those trends. So we see here just again over the past couple of weeks here, since we covered these markets, the market's up another at least 6-7% here, about 7.5%, and even some day trading and short-term opportunities where you buy at the predictive lows and target those predictive highs, and you really just see how well we trade around this predictive average. We're going to dip a little bit below the average and above the average because it's an average. You're going to trade above and below that price. But as a predictive level and understanding that the trend is still up here, really great guidance to keep you in your trades and doing what you should be doing, being very efficient as a trader. We're going to close out here on Alcoa, another market that we covered more recently here, but back on 12/22, 12/23, I think was about where we covered this video. And again, we can bring up those predicted levels. So you see that even over the past couple of weeks, if you get in late, you understand where you want to be buying the market, where you want to accept prices. And this market doing very, very well just over the past couple of weeks since we made that last video, up another 14%. So when we covered this, we have this entry back here towards the beginning of December. Market had already been up 17, 18%. Up another 14 just in the past 10 or 11 trading days. So really great opportunities we're seeing all throughout this sector. And it's really, again, adding a lot of equity to your account when you're able to get in at the right time. time the market as far as your entry and then manage the position moving forward through the help of these predictive forecasts and this guidance that you're getting every single day to really know what price levels to keep your eyes out for. So again, guys, hope you're all doing well out in the markets. Best of luck to you traders out there. Once again, this has been our Hot Stocks Outlook for January 12th, 2018. Thanks again, and bye for now.